Robin Williams' daughter slams Studio Ghibli style AI art. Hey everyone, I think it's time we talk about AI. Over the last few months, and especially the last few weeks, the frequency in which I'm seeing AI content and especially AI animation is unfortunately becoming more and more prevalent. So you only have to jump onto LinkedIn for a couple of minutes, and you'll probably stumble across some sort of Studio Ghibli incarnation that some AI whiz has crafted using frames of iconic film or a TV show and claimed it to be the new age of cinema. Now, I thought I would just jump on here and give my views and make a few comments, because the more I see it, the more I see peers and colleagues and people in the industry seem to I guess fight back and also seem to be terrified by this. And I think there's obviously multiple perspectives on this, and there's multiple routes this, let's call it, new form of technology is going to take. But here at Benoit Studios especially, we're really not too concerned of what the future holds with this. I want to be clear, so here at Benoit Studios we certainly do use AI, and we use it for multiple reasons, but those reasons are to speed up the production process. So for example, we have software that our editors use to trudge through hundreds of hours of footage and help categorize that footage. Now, that's a task that tends to drive our editors insane, and also it's also just a boring task and requires no real creative thinking or creative skill. So we use a plugin that just speeds up that process and allows our team to focus in on being creative and focus in on what they do best. So those are the moments we use AI, but we certainly don't use AI to mimic or replicate the work of artists. That's where we draw the line. So yeah, our biggest issue right now at BWS with the visible use of AI and all we're seeing with AI being used within the animation world is, well, put the Studio Ghibli copyright fiasco to one side. We're really concerned with how it's devaluing people who've grafted and people who've spent their lives honing a skill or spent their lives running for a certain dream within the animation and film world. So I think anything that devalues that is really quite concerning. But I think, well, just from looking on socials, I think enough people are getting offended by it, and especially the Studio Ghibli stuff. I think that's right in kind of the forefront of people's minds, and I think more people than I expected are pushing back on that. So I think that's a fantastic thing to see, and it kind of leads to us not being too concerned of the greater picture here. I think, well, I know for a fact humans will always be creative and humans will always create art, and I think that will always be a desired thing, that be a skill or that be a product. So we aren't too concerned of the direction there. I think personally I'm just concerned right now with the amount of people who are promoting, especially I think I want to hone in on the Studio Ghibli stuff, but the amount of people posting memes or posting iconic TV shows and films using the Studio Ghibli style, I think that's a real tragedy, because people are completely losing the value there and losing the fact that that company in particular have spent hundreds of thousands of hours and years crafting that style, crafting that look, and building cinema around that. And I think this really cheapens that, and this really takes away the effort and the love people have pushed into these films and into this cinema over the last tens of years.